Hello. Today we're going to be solving two-step equations. And your essential question is, how are solving one and two-step equations similar and different from solving one-step equations? Go ahead and write that down and we'll get going. Here we have a balance problem similar to the one we did in the last unit. And last time we eliminated the ones on both sides. But this time we have three x's, and we only want to know how many x's one is equal to, or 1x is equal to. So I'm going to rewrite this, just sketching it really quickly. So my little lines are my three x's, and then I have 6 ones left over. If I was to break those ones into groups, I would have 3 groups. So each x is equal to 2. Now we're going to solve the same problem, but algebraically. So go ahead and write that in this other side. And we're also going to write down the steps we're using to solve the equation. So I have 3x plus 4 equals 10. I'm going to subtract the 4 from both sides, which gives me 3x equals 6. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 3. Now, this is what we did with our diagram. We eliminated the 4 and then we divided it. But we're going to talk a little bit about what these steps actually are. So the first thing is we're going to eliminate the constant, or add or subtract to do that. Then we're going to isolate the variable by multiplying or dividing, which is going to give us our answer. Now remember, we're always using inverse operations. So in the first step, we were adding 4. So the inverse of addition is subtraction. Then we are, the 3 is multiplying against the x, so we're going to divide. Let's go through a few examples. Our first one, we're adding 4 to both sides. 4 is our constant, which is going to give us 2x equals 16. And then to isolate the variable, we divide by 2, which gives us x equals 8. The next one, the constant, is again 4. It's adding, so we're going to subtract it, which leaves us with x divided by 2 equals 8. Then we need to use inverse operations. The opposite of dividing by 2 is going to be multiplying by 2. So 8 times 2 is 16. Down here, we're going to use our calculator. So the inverse of our constant of 3/4 minus 3/4 is going to be adding 3/4. Now, we'll talk about tricks on how to solve this by hand, but for now we're going to use our calculator, which you can see on the side. Then we're going to divide by 3/2. So over on the side, you can see that negative 12 plus 3/4, then we're going to divide by 3/2 is negative 7.5. So on the other half, let's subtract both sides, subtract 2.5 from both sides. Go ahead and put that in your calculator. And then we are going to multiply both sides by negative 3, because we have x divided by 3. So the opposite of division is multiplication. Putting 1.9 times negative 0.3 in the calculator gives us negative 5.7. Go ahead and attempt these check your understanding problems.